If you're a frequent flyer, you would have noticed that cost of airfares has been on a steady rise in the past few weeks, and it isn't about to drop anytime soon. The Guardian can exclusively report that in the next few months, passengers may no longer find air travel attractive due to the sharp increase in airfares. Currently, a base fare that used to cost an average of 30,000 naira across most commercial airlines has now increased to above 50,000 naira. Airline operators have described the move as a commercial decision to survive the harsh economic realities. A recent check at the booking counter of one of the local airports showed that the Lagos to Abuja one-way economy flight for that particular day sold for between 62,000 naira 350 and 92,000 naira, depending on the airline, while returning tickets sold for between 115,000 naira and 170,000 naira. While other operators have raised their fares, only Green Africa retained its price at between 33,000 naira to 38,000 naira 650 for its one-way economy class tickets across routes. Kehinde Akinsiku, a travel agent, acknowledged that the carriers took all the stakeholders by surprise. He said, "It is almost the first time we're seeing a uniform astronomical rise in airfares and without warning whatsoever. I think this is harsh and unfair to the traveling public. With this, traveling has become more elitist, which is bad for business." The new pricing scheme comes after the Airline Operators of Nigeria (AON), the body representing the 11 local commercial airlines operating in Nigeria, met in Lagos to discuss matters of mutual survival. So what is causing this rise in airfares? For some days now, Nigeria has been facing fuel shortage due to the adulterated products imported into the country by the NNPC through its partners. The scarcity has also impacted aviation fuel. Domestic airline operators have raised an alarm about how oil marketers have hiked the price of aviation fuel, called the Jet A1, from 190 naira per litre a few weeks ago to 400 naira per litre and as high as 450 per litre in some cases. Jet A1 accounts for between 30 to 40% operating cost of the airline business. With aviation fuel increasing by 100% in the last year, the surge in ticket fare has been long in coming. Former commandant of the Lagos Airport and Aviation Security Consultant, Group Captain John Ojikutu, said that airlines are not entirely to be blamed on the airfare increase, as they are for once charging the right fares that are commensurate with economic realities. Ojikutu recalled that from the 90s to date, exchange rates had spiked several times without airlines changing ticket fares. He said it was no surprise that the airlines continues to struggle. All service providers and regulatory agencies deduct 5% ticket sales charge and passenger service charge just to stay afloat. A number of air travelers may be forced to abandon the airport and opt for interstate road transport, which is now dangerous due to banditry and kidnapping. A passenger, Solomon, who had budgeted 50,500 naira for his Lagos to Benin trip, said he had resolved to go by road. "How can I pay such an amount from Lagos to Benin? How can I pay double of what I used to pay?" Travelers who secured tickets on United Nigeria Airlines to Abuja for just 46,000 naira days apart were shocked to be informed that they would now pay 86,500 naira as fare on the same route. Some of them were forced to travel by road. Travel agencies have also expressed shock at the hike on most routes. A travel agent said, "I made a reservation for some people on Airpeace and quoted 27,500 naira for a passenger on Thursday, and by Friday morning, all fares had increased to 55,000 naira. And when I checked other airlines, it was a uniform percentage increase, except Green Africa, which had flexible rates for those traveling with hand luggage." The consequences of the hike have led to the following: grounding of over 48 aircraft, leasing of 12 aircraft by operators to sustain local operations, high maintenance cost, disruption to the Jet A1 exchange rate, hobble industry growth, difficulty in paying staff salaries like in the case of Aero. Added to those problems is the failure of the federal government to fulfill its pledges to deliver a local maintenance organization and leasing company 6 years after the promise was made. It is therefore time to save the sector from collapse.